not advertised.
It's all good, man. So you
What
do great.
up? How's it going, Lou? You still have jet lag or everything going good already?
It's good, man. The flight was actually easy. The 12 hours in a car with Mangini to and from.
Oh,
Oof.
that's right. You drove with them. You carpool with them. I don't know if that's worse or
Nah, it was good. That's my homie, man. That's my brother from another mother. We talked about everything. I touched on it in one of my videos. I can't remember, but we talked. After talking cardboard, you start going into family and some of the deeper things in life. And then we listened to YouTube videos the whole way up and down. And we were like, man, no one's uploading videos. We need to upload videos, but it made the time pass,
yeah.
watch everything. Because, going to the national, everyone's excited, downloading videos. And then on the way back, we were getting, last day videos, recap videos. So it was a good time, man.
What's up, Orlando? What's up, Peacemaker Cards? Everybody on here. This is the Four Collectors channel. I'm here with Lou Rock. We're just gonna talk baseball cards and what's been going on in the hobby, YouTube. So I mean, obviously the latest is the national, man, and Lou Rock was there. Ooh.
Yeah, baby. Got my championship ring. Shout out to Elite Hunters. Hooked us up. I think
Man, that's sweet. So James hooked that up, huh? Well, how's that?
I
Does he
don't
work for
know.
the Yankees?
I guess, man. He's the assistant manager to the traveling assistant, if you watch Seinfeld. But I don't know, man.
Does he have
James,
George Costanza's old spot?
yeah, I don't know. James, he rubs elbows with the big wigs now. He knows everybody, and we just showed up. The beauty about where James was, he was just in the beginning. He was right next to the entrance exit. He was on the carpeted area. He was in the middle of all the vintage. He was in front of PSA, and he was like home base. Like if you got lost, if you went to James's table, you eventually ran into somebody, or whoever you came with eventually found you. And it was awesome. He had the perfect spot, and we just showed up, chopping it up, and he just handed us to a couple of people. And I just assumed because these replica rings were on a table next to him, so I'm assuming it was a buddy of his, and he made a deal. Maybe he traded some cards. But I think John got a Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl replica ring.
Yes, I did.
Oh man, all you guys came back with jewelry, huh?
Some bling,
my
baby.
ring, bro.
Some Steeler bling.
Did you guys get all that stuff from Ben Baller?
No, he's that name has died in the hobby. I don't even know where he's at, bro. That was a 2020 COVID thing, Ben Baller.
Right? Crazy. I mean, how big he was trending. I mean, because he got his own special edition cards. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys think of this card?
Oh,
I hear a lot of people talking smack that it's one of the ugliest cards ever made.
no, I think it's very unique.
No.
I think it's cool as hell.
I like I like when the pictures their arm is so violent and so fast that it looks like it's bent when you take a picture
Looks like
because it's not fast enough to capture it.
muñeca de goma. It's like a rubber arm.
Yeah, I love that effect.
That's like Ken Jacoby, the rubber band man. He always looked like that.
What's up, John? So, did you do any live rants with Lou when you guys were driving up to the show?
No, man, we don't do rants.
No, we don't do that. We I almost wish there was a camera rolling with our conversations. Me and John, but we might get canceled. But it was but me and John had stuff, like I said, we touched on everything. After we talked about cardboard, we touched on every aspect of life. And it was good, man. It was good conversation. I think, it was a great trip. I wouldn't replace it or do anything different. It was good.
It was a great road trip. I think it went way faster. Like that drive, both ways went way faster than I thought they would go. Just because we were talking on the way home, listening to all those videos of the National, people bitching and moaning,
Well, yeah,
and
see,
some of them were funny.
that's the whole thing, and you guys both have reasonable points. You know, when someone is you're making or titling it like you have a rant about the National, but if you're talking about traffic, parking, or sometimes maybe even price of food, that's not the National experience. You're talking about city life, getting in and out, and inflation. But to me, the National is like what I want to hear is the cars. Did you like the cars? Did you like the dealers? Like, that's the National to me. But I think some people throw a wider net, when they're gonna make a rant video.
Well, that National, we were talking about it on the way home. It's gotten so enormous. I mean, who can host it really? Maybe Orlando, maybe that one. But how many convention centers, how many cities could actually handle that super smoothly with that many people in one place at one time?
No.
I mean, I get triggered every time I go to a ball game. I gotta pay an arm and a leg to park. I gotta pay an arm and a leg for a drink or food. I gotta wait to get out of the stadium if you don't leave early. Like that was no different. You gotta wait in line to pee. Like it's all
Yeah.
the same stuff if you go to a ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up? What's up,
So
Keegan?
I
Do you
saw
have
Joe.
any insight on the
Keegan?
National?
I didn't realize that was Keegan jumping on
Did you
here.
fly there on a private jet?
I wish.
So
So
go ahead.
you go ahead.
So some people are asking if the dealers at the National were reasonable.
They
I
were.
can tell you, the National, when it came to, I saw, of course, you have your dealers that are priced way too high. It was almost just, hey, check out my collection. But I would say a lot of the dealers start off with comps and fair prices, and they were willing to work with you. I didn't have issues negotiating anything, shooting a number. If they asked me, hey, shoot out a number, I gave them a number. They usually countered. There was no, I'm real firm on this price. I didn't encounter any difficulty talking to anyone. It was a lot better than AC, the last National I went to. I didn't go to Chicago last year, but AC was just impossible to deal with anybody. But that's when, prices
Do you
were
think
high.
there was a whole different dealers? Was there a lot of difference in the dealers, or were pretty much everybody the same in both AC and Cleveland?
Oh, that's a good question. I saw some that looked familiar, but I don't know. I don't always recognize them.
Yeah.
But it seemed like there were a lot of newer ones that I didn't see before, but that could just be me. I don't know. I definitely saw some that I saw before. I'm sure. I'm sure most of the dealers are ones that have been there.
Yeah, I heard that all the dealers that wanted to get in couldn't get in. I guess there was like limited spaces, limited tables. So
Yeah, what were they saying? There's like 100 more tables at Chicago than there was there.
yeah,
So
I
they
don't
were
know.
limited.
Yeah, it
Mm.
seems like that convention center was
Again,
huge.
it goes back to the venue.
Yeah,
What's big enough to support everybody?
Well,
Yeah.
see, yeah, that's one thing. Like with me, I've been to all kinds of conventions for different genres, different I've been to landscapers conventions. I've been to groundskeepers conventions. I've been to golf conventions, comic conventions, and stuff.
yeah.
And I don't think any of those conventions, besides comics, kind of have the same traffic, as baseball cards and comics.
Yeah.
So those conventions that I go to for other, for work and stuff, those are not that bad. But these conventions for like comic books and baseball cards, they're overload for these convention centers.
Well,
They're
if you think of
perfect
it,
for the other ones, but not for sports cards and hobbies.
but if you think about it, it's awesome. It's awesome that many people are participating.
Yeah.
It's one of those good problems to have.
Oh,
I just
definitely,
think I
right?
just think the National is fixated on certain cities. They're just going to go to over and over and over again, and I don't know why that is. I'm sure it's political,
Yeah.
or financial, but they really should look at larger venues. I know a lot of people have said Vegas. I don't know what their convention center is like, their infrastructure. I'm not familiar. Lou, you said Orlando would be
Yeah.
able to handle way better.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do. They entertain on a world scale. There's always a lot of the championships for sporting events, little league, cheerleading. They go to the worldwide world of sports, and
Yeah, it's time to look at other venues. I know what's that town called where Chicago is?
where's Chicago?
Dalton.
Rose something?
Oh, Rosemont.
Rosemont.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
where the
Yeah, like a week, I think it was a week or two after we left, they had a mass shooting there.
Yeah.
I was calling Lou. I'm like, I got out of there just in time.
I mean, but like
Like in that town.
Mike Petty is saying right now, I know pretty soon he's going to start his breaker channel with Mike Petty and the Breakers, the card breakers.
But,
I can't wait to see the opening dance.
But like what he's saying is these venues are just cheaper, and that's what it's always going to come down to when it's a business. If it's a business decision, I guess that's they're going to keep going with what's making them money and hasn't started to fail yet, right?
What do you mean? It's cheaper to use those convention centers?
Yeah, than other options.
I can see that. But yeah, these conventions, I was thinking about it because I was like, there's so much traffic. But when you have athletes and different celebrities, like Comic-Con has a lot of celebrities that go, you got people who don't collect cards, but they collect memorabilia, autograph hounds. That's additional traffic, So, I mean, and it seemed like they were stacked. I don't remember this many autograph guests. It seemed like they had new people every 15 minutes going.
Yeah, that's the big phenomenon. What's the word I'm looking for? In the
Something
hobby,
like a phenomenon. Well,
it's almost
I
like
remember my first year. Go ahead.
Nobody wants a card anymore if it's not signed.
Yeah.
Like the autograph craze is enormous, and you know what? If the National keeps getting this big, maybe they break it out into a separate one for autographs or something like that. Because I don't know how we could get much bigger and have a good experience. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people had a bad experience as is. Somebody said they would need 250. Somebody commented on my video, 250 toilets to satisfy everybody. Where the hell are you going to put 250 toilets?
Bro, what are collectors eating?
I don't know. But,
I remember
if you line the parking lot with porta johns, then there's no parking.
Yeah, if you have to go outside in the heat. But I remember my first national in Chicago, in that same convention center on the other floor, second floor, whatever, they were holding like some kind of old time like cartoon convention. So there was a lot of people dressed like Voltron, Transformers, and so when both the conventions are opening up at the same time, both floors, all the card collectors are walking side by side with all these, people in anime costumes, and I'm looking at them like nerds, and they're looking at me like nerd. It's a total nerd convention, man. It's awesome.
Shoot, I'm a cardboard nerd. That's fine with me. My wife was like, "Oh, how was baseball camp?" When I got back, how was baseball card camp?
I don't know. They just get into your blood, and I don't know. I love coming up to my card room. I've been spending the last few days getting, putting everything away, sorting from the National, and I mean, it just takes hours.
Yeah.
And it's
So
fun.
you, Keegan, you've been to a national? Did you go to this one? Are you going? Do you ever plan to?
Not in the next few years.
Damn.
You were going to go to this one, weren't you?
I was and never ended up going.
Yeah. Well, you'll get there. I just went to my first one 2 years ago. So
I was an old man. I was 41 when I went to my first one.
You don't have to go to the National to collect it. In fact, I used to be very strategic about it. I would always make my big purchases like during the national and right after. And I don't know what it's like now, but back then it was like, nobody was bidding on cards during the national. They were all there buying cards, and I would get some great deals. And then afterwards, I would buy lots. People would put lots on there for next to nothing because they're trying to move all the inventory they stocked up and didn't sell. And
Yeah.
at those old nationals, now I didn't go, but the hobby wasn't booming like it was now. I don't think they were selling the stuff that they are now, as easily. So I used to get some great deals.
Inside the Park. I don't know that channel. Hey, you gonna go to Burbank? Inside the Park 24 is asking. I don't know that channel.
I'd like to get to
I'm gonna
Burbank
try
at
to
some
go. I
point.
think we have Dodgers, so I'm not sure about I have a day off. I think because if it is next weekend, I gotta work. But I always try to go in the morning. But it sucks when you only go for a couple hours and you got a jet.
So, Pepino, we were talking about going to Strongsville next year instead of the National.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people talking about that. I
mean, really, is that also? But is that a good show? Is it a good show?
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fantastic, all or mostly vintage. Yeah. I know when I go to the National, I'm not looking for modern cards. I'll get those elsewhere. That's not what I'm looking for when I go to the National. I'm looking for.
But right, you gotta spice up your life. You know what I mean? If you've gone to a couple of nationals, you've been to the National. You know what I mean? If you could throw something else in there to spice up their life, it's like I say go for it. Yeah, I mean, you could go to the National again in 2 years from now. Just change it up. That'd be sweet. If everybody goes, it's the same thing, right? Meeting up with
You can buy cards anywhere. You can buy cards all the time, every day, every minute. So the National is really about the socializing, and that's one reason that I might go back to that. But there are so many people that go to Strongsville. You get a lot of that, and you probably get to spend more time with people too.
Yeah,
because at the National, there's a lot of people. You'll hang out, walk the floor for a little bit, and then you never see them again, just because it's so enormous.
I lost every group I walked with. I got lost. I don't.
Dude, I lost you guys within 5 minutes of walking in the show every day. I'll look at a card and I look up and everybody's gone and I can't see them.
Bro, at MagPro,
it's so enormous.
We went to MagPro together. I turned around and I went back to finish our conversation and you were gone. I swear to you.
I lost you until closing time, till we were ready to leave.
Yeah, and we met at James. That was home base.
See, somebody in there should capitalize on these communications issues and the phones and the Wi-Fi and the AC and sell like some cheap walkie-talkies, like some MLB license, Aaron Judge walkie-talkies or something, and everybody could communicate there, no problem. I'm
just going to shoot a flare. I'm going to shoot a flare.
It's absurd that you can't make a phone call I couldn't get a text message to go through. So you can't get a hold of anybody to tell them where they are or find out. Now, some people indicated that they didn't have phone problems, but I certainly did. I couldn't even make a phone call.
There was certain spots were stronger. Obviously, if you were like closer to the entrance, my phone worked pretty well.
Yeah, I had to go outside.
You're still on Metro, John?
Well, here's the thing. So that convention center is right next to an airport. So you can't build cell towers next to an airport because it flies.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Now, we put in building systems, and they should have those in there. I don't know. Like somebody said they had T-Mobile and they had service. Maybe T-Mobile is in there. I built T-Mobile's in building systems in the Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland area. We put them everywhere. We put them absolutely everywhere because the carriers want their customers to have service. They'll put them in for free. So in this day and age, there's no reason they shouldn't have cellular inside. If you go through a tunnel, you don't lose your phone coverage because there are antennas. If you go to an airport, you don't lose your phone signal because there are antennas. You don't even need Wi-Fi if you have cellular. I mean, one or the other, but you're not going to be making phone calls on Wi-Fi. Like that's basically just straight internet.
Well, I just want to address Bean's Ball Card blog.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I haven't talked to him in a while, but my thing is he's like, none of this makes the National sound appealing at all. Well, I mean, that's any big event. like Woodstock
The
or
Super
a
Bowl.
Yankee game, Super Bowl. Super Bowl. I mean, I've been to 2 Super Bowls, you know, work related, and it's the same complaints. Parking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cell
any
phones don't
concert.
work. I mean,
It's all the same, but I had a phenomenal time. I think
yeah,
most people I know, said it's the best national they ever been to, and they had a
yeah.
great time.
I mean, and what makes the national is the group you
Yeah,
with.
I mean,
The whole experience.
quite honestly, if you just went there by yourself, or there were just
It'll be
maybe two
boring.
of you, and you didn't know anybody,
Yeah,
and you didn't reach out, and you're just walking around by
it'll
yourselves,
be a long day.
yeah, all that other stuff would be worse, like because we had, man, the social aspect of it made it all worthwhile, right?
Oh yeah, we're in the car. We're complaining about the stuff we're complaining about now, but we're laughing about it. Like, oh my god, can you see this? Do you see this line? Look at the people standing outside the gate. Can you believe it? We're joking about it, but we're
Yeah,
inside.
and we're also saying, isn't that great? The hobby's booming, you know?
Yeah, man. What is up with that? God, I just see that so much. Like, oh, this is the death of hobby boxes. This is the death of this. The cart, and right now the biggest thing is the CT scanning.
Yeah,
So
that's
I mean, let's
that's-
talk about that. What do you guys think about this? Keegan, let me start with you. Start talking, boy. Let me hear something. What do you think about CT scanners?
I'm trying to watch my language so bad right now.
I need more.
What you say?
They're great.
You think they're great?
Yes.
Woo! Hot take right here coming out from Keegan. Why? Let me see. Let me hear your point of view.
You talking to me? What?
No, Keegan. Why do you think the CT scanner thing is great for the hobby, or just great? Why do you like it?
I don't know.
Do you know what it is?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, just check it.
Damn, John. Woo! You got ready, huh? Hot take. All right, Lou Rock. What do you think about CT scanners?
Well, the CT scanning was eventually going to happen. The way the modern, it's just high stakes gambling, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, if there's that much money involved, people won't think outside the box. And these breakers are getting loaded boxes already. They know that, before it was a code. Now they've done away with the code because, people were making a fuss of it. But now they could check these case hits, these logo man patches, all this stuff through these scanners. So now my thing is, because a lot of these guys, you go to the breaker area at the National, they're used car salesmen. They are. They got lights, they got pretty girls. They're trying to get these guys. It's a used car sales lot. It is. And they're doing every trick in the book. And when there's money, there's going to be a lot of deceiving. So I was talking to my homies over here, Jason Fisher Bike, Mike Sticks and Seams, and what's to say that they use these CT scanners, they keep those boxes, kind of like when Backyard Breaks hit that kaboom of Trevor Lawrence, and like, it's a Tesla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they didn't want to give it away. They didn't want to give it away. They kept it. What's to say they're going to keep all these logo man patches, keep them for themselves, and sell the boxes at the same premium rate to these fans?
Yeah.
They're going to sell these empty boxes and keep all the loaded boxes and then sell it on the back end, to their buddies on the private sector. I mean, it's you're just buying spots knowing you're not going to get a case hit or a monster hit. It's just ridiculous. So
John kind of looks like Backyard John's over here. What's up? Let's hear, man, Jimmy. What's your hot take on the CT scanning cards?
I got to give a shout out first to my girl Kim over at Mag Pro. She had this made for me.
What's up, Kim?
All right. I don't waste any brain power on it. When I start to listen to breaks or talk about it, I feel like I'm getting dumber by the minute. So I have no opinion because I don't participate in that part of the hobby.
Yeah. Oh, so I mean, I don't participate in that part of the hobby, so I can almost kind of say in reality it doesn't affect me. I'm not buying flawless. I'm not buying exquisite. I'm not buying any of these, you cheeky bastard cards or whatever. So it really doesn't affect me. But do I have an opinion? Yeah. And normally I wouldn't put it out, but since you asked, you know, I understand how people say it's capitalism. And I'm all for capitalism. Yeah, capitalism, like Austin Powers would say. But the thing is, the guy's argument was like saying, well, this is capitalism and it's not illegal. You search all your boxes, you keep the ones with hits and sell the ones without hits, but you're not jacking up the price. You sell them at the same price. So it's not illegal. But is it immoral? It's like CT scanning a lottery ticket, keeping all the ones that are going to win and selling off the ones that are not going to win. Because you're paying these high prices for the chance to win, and you're reselling a no-win situation. I mean, so is it illegal? No. Is it kind of like that kind of sucks? I would say so.
It sucks.
Well,
It's fine.
It sucks, but it's fine.
Dude,
No, it's not fine, Keegan.
the breaking thing is so, and I don't know this for sure, but it seems like nobody's breaking to keep these cards. They're breaking to get these hits so they can sell these cards. It's not like collectors are like, oh my God, I hit that logo, let me keep it instead of selling it for 100,000 or whatever. Like these things are immediately being sold off, and I don't know who's buying them. It blows my mind, some of the money that's being spent on these. And I don't know if it's a bunch of flippers flipping to each other, or if there are actually collectors that want to pay these prices and have it in their forever collection. I don't know that because I don't know anybody that buys this stuff.
I think it's investors buying.
I mean, if I won that logo, that thing would be sold so freaking fast, your head would spin. Get that kind of money on it. I don't even think they're good looking cards.
No, I do the same thing. If I hit a logo, I'm selling that sucker as fast as I can. And
like if you hit that, Lou, you're excited because you could sell it for a fortune. You're not excited because you pulled it and you want to keep it in your collection.
Like
I don't think most people are.
I'll be excited of all the cards I can get with that money I'm about to sell it for.
Like
just like Backyard Breaks when they said that's a Tesla. Yeah. That's how they're looking at that.
If I pull a Kaboomy, I'm sending it straight to Mike Petty because that's the biggest Kaboomy fan that I know of, and I'm a giver, so I like to give to those. I mean, he wants one so bad.
Yeah,
he's a Kaboomy fan.
For our group, it's like if you pulled a Babe Ruth 33 Gaudy in a 1 with a pinhole, we'd be crying and we'd be sleeping with it. We wouldn't be looking to flip it. These modern inserts, it's the first thing they do is look to flip it.
Well, it was driving me crazy because I ran out of YouTube content from my YouTube community, my brothers. So I started watching the big influencers like the Jeff Wilsons and Mojos, and people will walk up to them like, "Look what I just hit," because they were opening up the silver packs, and a lot of people hit like Caitlin Clark's 1-on-1, Caitlin Clark 10 of 10. That was the hottest card, the Caitlin Clarks. And the first thing is, hey, Mojo, what do you think I can sell this for? Hey, Jeff, I just hit Caitlin Clark 1 out of 10. And he was ready to flip it to Jeff Wilson, and they're doing comms and like, I'll give you $5,000 for it. Like, that's the first. I'll be admiring the card, loving the card, getting a one touch. These guys, they ripping it. How much can I get this for? Like, God dang.
Yeah, I mean, if I pulled a 1-on-1 like that, I mean, I'm probably selling it. They just sell for too much money.
Yeah, see, that's what we got a guy Blix Cards here, and his whole point is like, well, now they're going to sell these boxes guaranteed. That's been around for a long time with the weighing the packs and stuff, but now you actually know the exact card. You know what I mean? Before with weighing packs, okay, this one probably has an autograph, this one probably has a relic, but the CT scanning is a whole other level. That's some Superman X-ray stuff right there, dude.
That's why they started putting those dummy cards in there, remember? Because people were weighing the packs, so they put the dummy pack or the dummy cards.
I was a dummy. I fell for that. Bought all the fat packs. Nothing but big blocks of cardboard.
Just to further my point a little bit, you have this confluence now of collectors and investors, right? There's people are looking at these cards as investments. So when you pull that, you could sell it. And so what you're seeing is you're seeing the big cards, the 52 Mantle, the 33 Gaudy Babe Ruths, like the really big cards, the 49 Leaf Jackie Robinson, the Satchel Paige. You're seeing these cards continue to go up or stay the same and selling for high amounts of money. Because those are now viewed as investment cards. Even though a collector may want one as a dream card, most collectors are buying those in lower grade, right? I just saw one of the auction houses. They just graded a 56 Mickey Mantle, graded a 9,
Wow.
and it's like the highest graded one. It was, I think it was the white back, and there aren't as many graded. And that thing's going to sell for a fortune, and it's probably going to sell as an investment card, right? But the one thing I want to point out is that sucker was raw until a few days ago. It wasn't fake, because I guarantee you, if somebody posted that on a Facebook group and said,
Yeah.
"Is this real?" everybody would say, "That's fake. That's junk fake," And it graded a 9. It looked perfect, perfectly centered.
Yeah.
Beautiful example. But
That's
point
one of the
is
things,
like,
go ahead.
my point is that us collectors, we're thrilled to own a 1.5 Ruth, and I mean, maybe get that for a few thousand. But the people that are viewing this as investments,
What's the grade?
they're going for high grade. They're going for these hits, and they're looking to have them as an investment, either long term. I think with the vintage, probably more long term. They think it'll go up forever. And the newer stuff, I think they're flipping to each other. All the investors selling to other investors.
That's one of the things I remember a while ago. People, when in 2020, when a lot of people came in, when all these influencers were just preaching PSA, and there was so many people that were just coming into the hobby, that were brand new, and they learned from these influencers, and comment, and to
It
them,
changed the
if
hobby.
it's not a PSA, it's fake. You know what I mean? Like, no, it
it's
doesn't
changed
mean
the
the
hobby.
card is fake. And, most of the times, this certain grading company trying to make a name for themselves might give higher grades to encourage you to send to them. That doesn't mean the card itself inside is fake. You know what I mean? But man, influencers just have so much to do with this hobby and what's going on. It's like, what are you gonna do? I mean,
And
look at,
people
we got
can't
Keegan
tell.
thinking it's cool to see T-scan cards. Come on, Keegan, get out of the dark side. Come with me.
Why are you buying from those people in the first place?
Well, see, that's the thing. That's what I say. It's not illegal. So it's nothing that you can stop, kind of. But is it immoral? Is it fair? So I wouldn't buy from them personally. But the sad part is there's new people coming into the hobby that don't know any better that are gonna buy them.
Oh well.
Let's show some cards.
Yeah. Hey, well, look at I bought this because you guys know I'm a big Salacious fan from Star Wars, even though he doesn't have anything out. But it has a little monito of him, which are hard to find. So my little monito of Salacious beat.
Bonito.
Keegan, have you gotten anything good lately? Anything new?
Recently, no.
No.
Not
What's
very.
your favorite card?
Show us some of your vintage, man. Show us some of your vintage.
My favorite card?
Yeah. What's your favorite card? That you have, yes.
That I have.
1980 Topps Ricky Henderson.
I don't think that's his favorite. He's a Braves fan.
I gotta think. I have too many cards.
You have too many cards.
You want to see a lot of cards.
Never say that. Never say that.
Too many. You want to see too many.
Yeah, a lot of cards.
All right, let's see. What show us some of your stuff. Show some hot stuff. What do you got, John? You picked us some pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah,
both of you guys did.
I put most of it away, but I'll show my the postcard I got. I got a 1916 Tris Speaker postcard.
Ooh.
It's a total pop of 16.
Nice.
And the guy
Man,
had
that's awesome.
the original envelope it came in. How cool is that?
What? Damn, that's sweet.
Yeah, I had to grab that baby.
So is that original coloring, that yellowing, or is that something that happens to it by
Yeah,
time? You know?
I mean, there's a little like a little
Tony?
yellowing around the edges, but this is the color. It's one of those cellophane envelopes. You know, it's almost see through.
Yeah.
I have a Stan Musial premium up there with the same kind of wrapping, same thing,
I think
just
those
larger.
72 Manama stamps that Four Leaf gave us had the same type of envelope. Like those
Yeah,
see-through.
yeah, that was just common, something they used back then.
What's up? What are you gonna show, Lou? What are you gonna show, Lou? You got something to show, Keegan? Can you?
Yeah.
Don't have anything. Hold on.
I got this card. Shout out to my boy Donnie Live Streams, Field Dreams. I've really had this card on my radar, and I ran out of money, so I just PayPal'd my buddy. I didn't have any more cash, but I got second year
Oh
Roy Campy.
man, that's got some nice color to it, man.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful, man. So that was like my last purchase, and I actually sent him the payment in the McDonald's with John when we were driving back. I was like, let me send this cat some money.
Hey, Keegan, somebody's got a question for you. If you had to pick between a Chipper Jones rookie card or a Freddie Freeman rookie card, whose card would you want?
Freddie Freeman.
I already knew the answer to that.
I don't like Chipper.
You don't
Oh,
like
what?
Chipper.
Oh,
I like Chipper.
oh, hot take right there, dude. Controversy.
What?
I pulled a Chipper rookie card at the National.
Yeah.
We were ripping Boom Era cards.
Dude, yeah, for Halloween, dressing up like the Chipper Jones rookie card is awesome.
You don't like Chipper
Hey, you want to see a cool card?
Jones?
Nope, don't like him.
Let me show you a cool card, Keegan. Bobby
Hey.
Witt Jr.
Oh, we're showing modern. I got this
That's
card
a cool
from my
card.
boy, LA Collections.
Get that out of here.
Get that out of there. Why? Don't be a card snob.
I got this from my boy, LA Collections, as a gift. A Bernie Williams refractor, baby. Look at the
Well, here's
shine.
one of the cards I'm giving away for my giveaway, just because I have him here. But that Martian guy, I don't know if he's any good,
Heck yeah, Dominguez.
but a PSA 10 of this card right here.
yeah,
So
I mean,
shiny.
people who are fans of your channel are going to know about this giveaway and all the details about it. But I like your idea, bro. I like the decades. I'm going to do mine from the 40s, pretty much the post-war era. I got my cards picked out. I just got to see if I have time to do it tomorrow or the day after. But it's a fun little project.
Yeah, that's what I said. Wow, that was my thought process. I want to make VR that I want to see. I definitely want to see everybody's decades of cards and cards they want. All right. So, why don't you like Chipper? Can we get a reason, a story?
I always thought he was cocky.
All right,
Then you definitely don't like Lou.
Mariano.
I love you too, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
Nah, it's all good. X Factor Frank. Ooh, nice. Jeff Carr's Journey.
Here, Pepino, I'll show you something. I don't know if you've ever seen
Heck
one of these.
yeah, Jeff Car. I don't know your channel. Jeff Car's Journey. I'm gonna look you up.
This is a sardine company postcard of Jimmy
Sardine?
Pearsall. I think it's the only card that ever came from a sardine company.
What was the name of the
Wow.
sardine?
It is.
Is that the incredible Mr. Limpet edition?
What Neptune sardines, and it's written on and signed by Jimmy Pearsall.
Nice.
Yeah, somebody had it signed to somebody else and then mailed it to them. Isn't that cool? Lou, you
Yeah,
never
man.
sent me signed postcards by players. I
Say
never
that
got
again.
one of those.
I got a postcard of a player.
I got postcards too.
I'm starting to get into postcards. I got the 73 Ally printing of Roberto Clemente.
Ooh, nice.
This is a memorial after his passing. I got this from Rick Vintage Oddball. Super dope.
53 Eddie Matthews. I can show mine.
I need a 52, man. They put such a damn premium on the
Oh, yeah,
rookie
that
cards.
52 is like a grail almost. So.
Oh, he got the big boy card.
As far as Eddie Matthews cards go,
I like
let me get my
collectibles.
slab box. That's one of my favorite cards. Is
I got this
53.
54 New York Journal Roy Campanella to go with my.
Ooh, nice. Campy Brothers.
Yeah, I'm a big Campy fan, man.
Who
It
isn't?
goes with my Jackie Robinson.
I can't trust anyone who's not a Campy fan.
Well, you know, the best catchers were Italian, right? Yogi Berra.
Hey,
You had
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Lombardi. You had Roy Campanella. You had Johnny Benchio.
Who's that? The longest name in baseball history? Matakia? I can never say his name.
Oh, I forgot Mike Piazza, too.
Oh, Piazza. Hey.
I've been sending out TTMs recently. I got a huge stack to send out.
Oh,
Who
nice.
you sending to?
Braves players.
TTM Fuel.
This can't be.
Are you sending to
Ooh,
Bob Horner?
Scoops.
Baseball scoops.
I love
You have
this.
any
I
Bob
got the
Horner?
maze. Oh, Stooks with the knowledge. Can't be another great St. Paul Saint.
You have the Mad Hungarian?
Oh, yeah.
Mark's Dodgers cards. Those Cappies are.
Do you hear me, Keegan?
No.
Do you have any Bob Horner cards?
I have one in the stack somewhere.
He was fun to watch. I think he played in Japan at the end of his career, didn't he?
I think so. Hold on. Somewhere in the stack.
I don't know Mark's Dodgers cards, but just for the hookup.
Yeah, I don't know where my Eddie Matthews slab is.
Sweet.
So I don't know his channel. Mark's Dodgers cards. I got the brothers.
Did you say Bob Horner?
Yeah.
That's his 87 right there.
There you go.
Ooh.
I liked him growing
I
up.
grew up on 87 tops.
What year's his rookie card, Keegan?
Hold on.
What about
Are
what
you reading the back of the card? That's cheating.
about Charizard? He can't pull an ACL. Dragons don't pull muscles.
Hey, you didn't say it was an
his
open
rookie
book,
card's
bro.
a
It's
79
open book.
top set.
It's open book test. You can look.
Same year as Ozzie Smith.
I don't know where my Eddie Matthews is.
Oh, I almost said the answer. The battery. Read the battery. Read the chat. They got it in there for you. Hey,
Yeah, what's going on with the chat? I haven't been able to keep up. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm cracking jokes in the chat. My boy Forley. Let me tell you, when it comes to the national experience, I would say half of that is because of Eric, my man. Hey, you got my pint at your house, so don't break it, bro. Save it.
Oh, is that why I have two?
Yeah,
I put one in my kitchen to use, and I keep one up here.
sacrifices had to be made during packing. Yeah, I didn't want
You
to
know
break.
what?
I
You
didn't want
left it, you lost it.
I got my name
If
on
I
it.
find any of your Clemente cards laying around, same deal.
No. This was my big purchase at the National.
Nice.
Ooh. You guys, were you around when was it the Topps 40th anniversary or whatever it was?
What,
they did the Bob Gibson, their version of the art one.
Oh yeah, I think I have that.
That became a really big card, man. At the moment,
I think that was Project 70, wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah, Project 70.
70.
Yeah, you said 40. That's 91 tops when they had the 40th
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 91 tops.
stamp in there.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those.
I was just testing you guys.
Some of them are really cool. I would pick the ones that I just liked.
Yeah. that's a pick and choose. You to complete that set. Some like
But
the
you remember
Hermes,
the Project 220? They were selling for thousands of dollars when
what
they
the
first
trout
came
was,
out.
Dude, the Mike Trout.
I'm like, what is going
because they're
on?
looking at the print runs. They were looking at that
I
manufacturer
know, but it's
bird.
like Sandy Koufax in 2020 selling for thousands.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
he retired decades ago.
Bob Lewis, he bought the 2020 of Roberto Clemente and sold it for enough money to buy a real Roberto Clemente rookie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a fairy tale story right there, dude.
Yeah, those things were so hot. Of course, it was the
Diamond
beginning
Gems
of the boom.
45. Gibson's your PC.
Yeah, that was very surprising to me because I remember I didn't even want to buy them initially.
Yeah, but the whole
And
thing with that,
then they kind of grew on me.
but the whole thing with that was happening is they would come out with these cards and then they'd be valued at 5,000 and people were buying them for 5,000, and then a month later, they're half the price.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were just getting burned, like coming into the hobby thinking that all cards just went up.
The same thing happened with E-tops back in the day. You would hold them at tops and you could sell them. And the first ones that came out, same thing. They would sell for a lot. All the other ones went to nothing, like literally nothing, like cents. Then do you guys participate in the living set?
Yeah, I didn't participate, but I bought a couple.
I don't have any.
I buy what I like, but I'm not trying to do the whole set or trying to hit it, make money off of that stuff.
Yeah, I get wrapped up, and once you start down that rabbit hole, it's like then you don't want to miss out. You see a good one come by or somebody from your team, and I ended up with a lot of them.
Mike Petty, why don't you join us and talk that smack? Mike Trout is baseball Jesus.
Wow.
Mike could take my place.
I didn't realize Keegan was a Braves fan, so I had to dig this one out. I had this on the side.
Nice.
Do you like him since you don't like Chipper? Tell me you like Cameron Hank.
I love Hank.
Okay.
I'm not that dumb.
Good answer.
How about Ralph Garr?
Ralph Garr from, what was his rookie? 71? 70, 71? I had 70.
It was one of those years. I'm drawing a little bit of a blank myself right now. I think.
Ooh, Keegan acknowledging the Mangini.
Wait, I'm trying to picture it.
I have a 76.
I think it's 71. I think.
Wow, the battery collected the entire living set the first 2 years.
I know it's a double card.
The 59 Gibson rookie card is great because he became a killer on the mound.
So true.
I have grandkids tonight and going for yogurt. I'll be available for all the rants this Thursday night. Come on, Mike Petty. Get in here, chicken.
Now I want some ice cream.
All right, man. So is there anything else that we want to cover? Or are we good right now with our hobby talk? Or do you guys want to show anything else? Any topics anybody wants us to tackle?
Yeah, I'll show cards while people come up with questions. I got this.
Beautiful. Oh, nice. That's his rookie, That's Johnny Bench.
I did not know that.
Did not know that. I remember that. That was funny.
Anybody excited about Caleb Williams cards? Is anybody prospecting Caleb Williams?
I have his first Bowman.
I have one of his cards that I did buy. I couldn't find
it
today.
I'm painting my fingernails like him.
Yeah.
It worked for him.
MVP year, baby.
Oh, I was just looking at it earlier today.
You finally got one.
Where's my old one? I had to upgrade because my other one was pretty much of a miscut, but
it's right here. I had bought this one a while ago for $2. The Skybox, but and I do have a Joe Burrow that I bought quite a while ago. So let's see if that guy makes a comeback. The football's coming back. Baseball cards is my jam, but I follow all sports. Baseball more. Do you have you everybody does, right? Do you, Keegan? Do you follow any other sports, or you strictly baseball? Look at that Willie. That's a great Willie you're holding there, Lou.
It's
I
a
know.
beautiful example.
Dude,
See it
yeah.
in person.
Dude, you're like that pole vaulter.
My Willie is impressive.
But to answer your question, Pepino, I collect everything. I watch all sports. I collect all sports.
You've been keeping up with the Olympics?
I-
I
was
have
on my
exciting.
YouTube, my highlights on YouTube, and funny reels on Instagram.
Mike
But
Penn.
yeah, I still listen to AM radio in the morning. I listen to AM radio, so they cover all the sports and Olympics. Oh my lordy, look at that!
Big cat.
Yeah, I've only watched a little bit of the Olympics.
Yeah, I was able to catch up this weekend. But yeah, it was nice. I mean, with the what, we had to get ready for the storm, so we pretty much just chilled indoors and everything like that. So we watched a lot of Olympics yesterday and today, so that was fun watching. It's all the fun stuff. It's like track and field, swimming. My girls like gymnastics. My kids were making fun of me because I enjoy watching the ping pong, the table tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forrest Gump got me into that.
I'm drinking and I'm just laughing. I'm like, man, these guys are athletes. And my kids are just laughing at me. I'm like, you do that.
Dude, it is crazy, right? Look like it's fast forward.
I'm like, Bruce Lee had nunchucks. Hey, John, tell me you have a ping pong card.
That is a total fake. I'm so tired of people posting that on
Lie,
YouTube
bro.
and saying it was real.
Oh man, so real. Hey, do you have a ping pong
It was
card?
footage from an old commercial. They
John,
made it look like nobody could do that. It's
John,
impossible.
do you have a ping pong table or a table tennis card?
I don't have any ping pong cards, but I
No?
was a big ping pong player growing up. I loved playing ping pong.
Do they have chess cards?
We used to
Yeah.
play it.
You know, it's so cliche for the guys that can't play ping pong with nunchucks to claim that others that do are fake.
Come on, man. You don't be gullible. These people are so gullible. Come on.
That's just that's too unbelievable.
It's impossible.
Clark. This was in our swag bag. It was worth it for the VIP just to get the Caitlin Clark. Anything
Yeah, man,
Caitlin
that's a
Clark,
nice card.
man.
What are they
Huh?
selling for on eBay?
Like
Yeah.
$70 sealed.
What are they selling for in tens?
Oh, I don't know. But I went on there. I'm like, I wonder if people already got this because you know how like some of the giveaways, like at the Yankee Stadium when they have a bobblehead giveaway or Dodger Stadium, I always like to look and you can see the person in the stadium taking a picture of it and uploading it to eBay. People were doing
Right
the same
away.
thing. They were doing the same
Over
thing.
here with him on offer up right away. Boom.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
you know, there's a Wemby card in there, and there's also an Angel Reese card. Now, is Angel and Caitlin, are they going to be like the Magic and Bird of the WNBA?
That's racist, John. How dare you? How dare you?
How the hell is that racist? Everything's racist.
It's not. I'm just saying, like, how anybody could say that now.
What are you
Look at this
talking
Miggy
about?
Cabrera. I know it's not a sweetest.
I'm talking about two hot rookies that are gonna like Magic and.
That's
and
sexist.
Larry.
You cannot call
Hold on,
girls hot.
Let me speak since you said that. You're talking about like when Larry and Magic came into the league, two fantastic young rookies that really took the NBA to the next level.
And
right?
send it to the next
They created
stage.
all kind of excitement. That's what I'm talking about. You have two hot rookies coming into the league that, you know, this league doesn't get a lot of views. I mean, have you seen the views on the
Yeah.
Olympics? I mean, 13,000 people watched it.
Yeah.
Like it's pathetic. And I'm asking you, is this going to be like the same situation that launches the WNBA into the next level?
The WNBA hopes so, but
Yeah,
the only
if they
games
handle
that are
it well.
selling out- the only games selling out are fever games. I mean, when Caitlin goes on the road, they're moving the home game to like the actual NBA facility or a bigger college facility. It only happens. I mean, the Caitlin Clark effect, right? But,
Yeah.
I mean,
We need to wait. What's going to set it over the top is when Caitlin tells one of the opposing coaches, "Hey, put a black girl on me, putting a white girl on me is disrespectful,
Oh, Larry.
just like Larry did.
It's interesting how some people just have a certain charisma about them, certain athletes that like they are just so head and shoulders above others when it comes to people wanting to watch them, wanting their cards. I mean, I remember when Michael Jordan was in the league, it was like there was nobody else. It's Michael Jordan. Magic
Yeah.
Johnson. Now Larry Bird is one of my favorite all-time basketball players. I think he was one of the greatest to ever do it. But Magic had that charisma where everybody, loved watching him pass and stuff. Even though Larry Bird was a phenomenal passer, I don't think he got like the same amount of love other than Boston that Magic did. He was like a superstar running around LA. There are just certain athletes that they just have something about them. Mickey Mantle's one of those guys. Babe Ruth was one of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, they have that it factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tiger Woods,
for whatever reason,
has
Tiger
it, man. I
used
mean,
to.
he's not playing good, but everybody just watching him, hoping he hits a good shot.
Well, I mean, there's never been a more famous golfer than Tiger Woods. I mean, everybody knows his name.
Oh, I don't know. I think Happy Gilmore is probably more world renowned than
Maybe.
Tiger Woods.
Maybe, but he gained his notoriety with his fight with Bob Barker.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bob Barker was a tougher opponent than Phil Mickelson was to Tiger.
Absolutely.
Nah, Ruben, it's not.
Dude, Keegan, right? Even like to me, Happy Gilmore is a movie that came out when I was an adult. To Keegan, you probably weren't even born when that came out, huh?
No, he wasn't even born yet.
4?
I don't know what year that came out, but that was a while ago, right?
It was 94.
That sounds about right.
Ooh, we got a good point. Saying that Larry Bird or Magic Johnson never took the bad guy role or the villain role. They were both just at it.
That's very true. This drama that's happening is really insane, and I'm sure turning a lot of people off. I mean, it turned me off. That's why I'm not watching. But this is the world we live in now. Social media, politics. People at Thanksgiving won't even talk to other members of their family because of politics. Like, this is just the world we live in, and maybe that will actually help them. Everybody likes the drama. Everybody likes the drama.
If your family's like that, where some people aren't talking to each other on Thanksgiving, each of them break off a turkey leg, and they just go at it with the turkey leg till like somebody gives up, and and then they hug it out after.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my family. I'm not saying that, but you hear that all the time. Like, I mean, people lose friends and everything over freaking politics today. We never took it that seriously in the old days. I'm just saying, like, we are everybody's at each other's throats these days. So who knows? It's just a new world, and that's what they like to do.
Hey,
Larry Bird and Magic were great together. They were great competitors. It was so much fun to watch those two go at it, and those two teams in general. Like they both had great players. They were great games. There was nothing better in the 80s than watching the Celtics versus the Lakers.
What were you watching in the 80s, Keegan? Oh, never mind. Damn. What about you, Lou Rock? You have the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson rookie card, right? What about you, John? Both of you guys have that card?
Yeah.
Look at you guys.
Of course, they have individual cards in that set too. It's just that one's the one that sells for, the other ones sell for a tiny fraction of what that one sells for.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about
they're on
several,
just to have several cards individually.
Yeah, but my wife got that for me in college, and I think she got it for $120 in a PS7.
Lou, or either one of you guys, I'll give you guys $50 if you crack it out and cut them into 3 individual cards, the way they're meant to be.
Well, you don't have to cut them; you could just tear them. They're perforated.
Yeah. Oh, are they perforated?
Yeah. Lou, is that when you knew you were going to marry her?
Oh,
when she came home with that card.
Man, I knew she was the woman of my dreams.
That was a deal sealer. right there.
Oh.
I knew my woman was a woman of my dreams when she cut up the weenies and threw them in the cup of noodle. Oh,
Fancy.
that's the soul right there. She touched my heart right there with that food.
So, I
The
don't
little
know if
cheese
you ever
whiz on
saw.
top.
Yeah, oh, topping it off, dude. Oh, the extras. It's like,
Hot sauce.
yeah, oh, icing on the cake,
I don't know if
like
you ever
my
saw
spirit
that.
animal. All right, guys. Well, we reached an hour, and Keegan, why you talk so much, dude?
It's past
Yeah,
his bedtime.
Keegan, you need to let us get a word in next time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave you out for a little while so we can hear each other. I just heard Keegan the whole time, man.
Now, Keegan is my neighbor, so we go to the same card show.
The mall
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah, you're about an hour from me.
Oh,
an
so you
hour from
can't
you.
smell them from that far away, at least, right? That's cool.
Oh, I didn't know I was that far.
Yeah, about an hour.
Oh, so you travel a long distance for that show?
Not that long.
You said an hour.
Yeah, but he's sleeping in the car.
Are you closer to the Columbia show?
I'm farther. I'm about 3 hours from the Columbia show.
Oh, okay.
John, did you go back to Cars at the Cages and get that Ichiro?
No, I did not. No, I did not. That's a long drive to Greensboro.
Not for that card.
Well, you didn't want it. You passed that baby up.
Well, that's because it was before. If it was after I had the money in my pocket, I would have bought it. But going to the show, I was already tapped out.
Well, neither one of us came back with a single dollar in cash. I'll tell you that. We
Why-
spent every
bro,
penny.
I bought that Campy on IOU. I just sent the money via Venmo or PayPal.
I came back with cash from Atlantic City. Like I didn't spend anywhere near my budget. I ended up coming home and buying all kind of stuff on eBay because the prices were just too high. Nobody was dealing, and I think I came home from Chicago with money too.
My
But not this time.
my very first national, I had saved up $500 to take. That was my budget. I'm taking like $500, which was a big achievement for me. But Filmington had bought my ticket and he used my name Caesar, so I had to change it to my first name that was on my ID. That cost me $250. So half my budget went to changing the name on the ticket. So when I got there, and my room was free, everything else was free, and I swear, not to sound whatever, but I don't think I bought a single beer. Like every time I went to the bar, somebody bought me a beer. So like I really didn't waste any money on food. Like all my money went to cards, but 250 is like, you go to the dollar boxes, be there for like 4 hours and come out with like $400 worth of cards, and they give it to you for like 250. It's like, oh man, all my money gone. Like I get paid like on the 24th. So at that time, the timing, I got paid while I was at the National, and I ended up cutting into my my mortgage money. You know what I mean? To keep buying cards. So, but when I got home, I just went to my bank and I got a $500 loan to cover what I took out. So no harm, no foul. But it's like, yeah, I actually had to take out a loan to cover my expenses. My first national.
Did Filmington put the ticket in Pepino Man's name?
I actually had that as a contest. One of my a VR contest. I guess my real name, because everybody knows me as Caesar, which is my middle name, but nobody really knew my first name. So yeah,
Julio.
nobody knew.
Julio.
Yeah, nobody knew for years what it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, it's pouring over
All right,
here.
guys.
I'm afraid my power's gonna go out.
I
so
think we covered
All
some good
right, guys.
topics.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving and I gotta go to work early tomorrow.
man, I love
All right,
having this
Keegan.
friend.
All right.
Go. You better study. Do your homework. All right, guys. Later, man. Thanks for joining. Four collectors
guys.
out.
See you, Keegan.
Go Yankees. Judge for MVP.